Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. Thank you ever so much for joining me once again in the garage of chaos. Today I've got a little bit of a technical thing to do on the bike. I've been asked by a few members on my and Mark's VOGE owners group on Facebook to have a go and do a video on this alleged workaround for the jerky throttle. So there's something that's been floating around for a while, which apparently came out with the CF Moto groups. It's also been put out there for the VOGE 900 as well. And it's all to do with trying to get rid of this jerky throttleness, you know, the fueling issue within the bikes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to show you how to do it according to the instructions that I've been given and found, and then we'll take it out for a ride and we'll see whether it actually does something or not. The only thing that I could possibly imagine that this will do through the actions that we're going to do is maybe reset the throttle position sensor or recalibrate it or something like that. Bearing in mind that the 800 DSX is, it's a ride by cable. It's not an electronic throttle. It's all cable generated. However, with it being ECU, it will have a throttle position sensor. So perhaps this does something to reset it. Whether this thing, if it does work, we don't know yet because I've not tried it. But if this does work, will it be a permanent fix? Or will it just be something that's temporary? I really don't know. I've got no idea. So we'll give it a go and we'll see what happens. Okay, so according to the instructions, the first thing that it tells you to do is make sure that the kill switch is in the off position. So what that means is having it up as though you've killed the bike's power. The next thing it says then is turn on the key and wait for the system to load up. So turn the bike on. Obviously the fuel pump's priming there, turning on. Cool. And now it says make sure the TFT shows sport riding mode. I genuinely don't know what kind of effect that could have on it, but let's see. Mine's a bit dodgy at the minute, so whether it will do it or not. Okay, so it has changed to sport mode. I don't know if you can see it there. So we'll see what happens next. So the next thing it says, push the kill switch to the on position, but do not start the engine. Then it says gently grab the throttle grip and slowly start pulling towards full open throttle, taking between 6 to 8 seconds. Hold the grip fully open position for 20 seconds and then start slowly releasing the throttle, and again should take between 6 to 8 seconds. Get your hand off the throttle, turn off the key and wait a minimum of 30 seconds before starting the engine again. So let's try it. So this is going to the on position, but without starting the bike. I'm going to do this over 8 seconds. 1 little elephant, 2 little elephant, 3 little elephant, 5 little elephant, 6 little elephant, 7 little elephant, 8 little elephant, 9 little elephant. There we go. 20 seconds then. 1 little elephant, 2 little elephant, little elephant, 17 little elephant, 18 little elephants, 19 little elephants, and 20 little elephants. Now to roll it off. And we're off. Turn off the key, let it shut down, and now it says leave the bike for at least 30 seconds before starting the engine. This will work early on the, I can't see the rest of it. There's a little bit at the bottom which I can't see now, but well, gotta wait. We'll turn it back on shortly and we'll see what happens. So yeah, we'll give it a go. We'll take it out for a test ride and you can come with us. We'll see if it makes any blind bit of difference whatsoever. To be honest with you, I'd be highly surprised if it makes any difference. I really would. And if it does make any difference, I don't foresee it being a permanent fix, but we'll see. We'll give it a go. Okie dokie, so we're going to go run out and see if this little trick has actually done anything or not. I want to go hit some backcountry lanes, and I'm going to hit a few roundabouts as well, because roundabouts tend to be one of the places where people complain about it a lot, especially when you're trying to do those slow speed maneuver things, turning around the roundabout or going all the way around to third or fourth exit, etc. First impressions, just coming out of my village, are that yes, it has made a difference.
However, I don't know if that's just me with it getting in my head a little bit, with me thinking, oh yeah, wow, look, it's worked, and you know, I need to get some time. I've done quarter of a mile, if that. So like I say, we're gonna shoot out down some backcountry lanes, gonna hit a few roundabouts, go down some sort of tighter roads where I might need to be on and off the clutch a bit, see if it's worked, and we'll report back to you and we'll see what the difference is.
You can make me your scapegoat. You can call me a bastard if you like. I'll be locking up my door, and you can't walk inside this time. I'll be putting on my war paint. I have a will to stay alive, and now I'll be taking my leave. I will not lose more sleep tonight. Setting fire, fire to the house we built with you.
So I'm just heading up towards the first roundabout now, and so far down the backcountry lanes where I've had to slow down for cars, drop gears to get around sharp corners and things like that, I honestly don't know if it's in my head or not, you know, just a placebo effect, but I genuinely think it has made a difference, which, if it has, is so surprising. So surprising. I'd have never have thought just sort of doing that on a cabled throttle would sort of do anything, but yeah, so far it does seem to move. I mean, okay, I'm in 5th gear now, but roll on, it's not jerking me anywhere. I'll have to try it at some lower speeds again, but coming up to the first roundabout now anyway, so we'll do a loop around the roundabout, see how it feels, and then we'll go through the village so we can go slowly, see what difference that makes. Let's have a feel then, let's see if we're on off. So I'm in 2nd gear at the minute. Roll off, roll on, roll off, roll on. Yeah, I don't know if that's just the gearing or if that's the fueling. There's a little bit of a sort of like a little bit of a surge in there, but oh, it's really hard to tell because I've got used to the jerky throttle and I kind of forget about it now. I don't really think about it anymore, and I use my clutch quite heavily as well, and probably ride in gears that is lower than most people, I suppose. But anyway, so we're going to go through a little village now, so up and down the gears now and see what difference that makes, rolling on, rolling off. I wouldn't say it's gone, but I'd definitely say it's better. It's definitely not as prevalent as before. Like, you know, before the slightest roll on and you'd be bouncing up and down, whereas, I don't know. Yeah, let's go hit another roundabout and see. We're now at a big major roundabout. Lots of traffic lights on this and lots of lanes. So this will give me a chance to get round it and just see if it has made a difference or not. Verdict's still out at the moment. Well, if we can do this and then whiz back down some back lanes again, we'll have a better idea. I've only done, how far have I gone now? Don't know, 3 or 4 mile at the minute. Might take time for it to work its way back in. We shall see. done about 20 miles now, which is more than enough to figure out whether this fix has made a difference or not. Do I think it's made a difference? Yes, I do. I do think it has made a difference. However, do I think it's made an Oscar-worthy, celebratory, notable difference? No. So I did find that there was still some jerkiness there. However, I did feel that it was smoothed out a little bit. So I did feel that as I was rolling back on, the bike wasn't as lurchy as it was before. It was still there, but nowhere near as much as it was before, which is a good thing. And you know what? I will accept marginal small gains over nothing. So, do you know what? It's one of them, okay? I ride the way I ride. I'm quite a sort of assertive, progressive rider, if you like. I'm normally in a gear lower than most other people. I'm looking way ahead. I like to throttle on. You know, I'm very smooth on my usage of my clutch and rolling the throttle on and off and things like that. It's just the way I've always been, and it's through years of instructing as well. So the way that I ride compared to somebody else might mean that somebody else may find that it makes more difference to them than it has to me, if that made sense. So I would definitely suggest giving it a go for yourself. It takes less than a minute to do, so give it a go, see if it makes a change for you. It certainly did for me, but I can't say that it was a huge notable change, but no harm in trying, is there? Cheers guys, thanks for watching, catch you in the next one, bye.